All-Stars $100,000 event. So thanks very much for Clive. And Manning Memorial Bowling Club is absolute picture. They've been beavers racing around all morning, cutting, rolling, sweeping, tidying, chairs out, banners up. Full credit to everyone from the Manning Memorial Bowling Club. They actually have done themselves and the bowls fraternity in WA proud with the efforts they have put together and shown. They've been very kind hosts over the last few days as we proceeded from multiple clubs, and we all end up at the one for the ultimate day, the final day of Country Week 2000.
Of course, I burnt you a little bit on the intro. Bowls WA President Doug Kelly, of course, but we have a green full of action today because there's still semi-finals playing. We were actually unsure whether we were going to be able to cover all the finals today because there was players going in multiple events. But when I say 20 remaining contention, it is 20 individuals. Now there is no one going in multiple events, and we are going to cover the men's fours final to get us started for today. It'll be Northam versus Eton, Cam Wolfenden, Fred Hill, Phil Becker and Shane Manuel, and they'll take on from Eton David Goddard, Tim Stevens, Colin Gibbs and Ted Riley. We have other matches going on across the green, and we'll get to those quickly before we get started here. So in the pairs semi-finals, Aaron Smith and Brendan Minchin from Beverley are taking on Mark Simpson and John Solly from Mandurah. Peter Flay and Greg Barrett-Leonard, also from Beverley, are taking on Jamie Conway and Dave Stanek from Pemberton. So could be an all-Beverley pairs final. I don't know that that's ever happened in the history of Country Week. But and then in the singles, we've got the semi-finals there. Anthony Ryan from Catcham taking on Bill McGree from Three Springs. And would you know it, Peter Leeson from Denison taking on Joel Leeson from Denison, father and son against each other in semi-finals of Country Week singles.
Yeah, that is absolutely enormous. But having watched them through their journey, it doesn't surprise me that we get those, that they have got to this far in the competition. But most unusual, I'm not sure we've seen a father and son be playing each other, but we know they won't be playing each other in the final, unlike potentially that could happen in Beverley.
The thing is, Doug, in Country Week bowls, often you see father and son playing together. Obviously, not in singles, but not often in team events. We get to the finals, and there is a father and son combination going on. Because that's one of the beauties of Country Week bowls is that those combinations do get together for Country Week.
Absolutely, and we've seen that throughout this one. And these two did play together in the fours. They unfortunately didn't have them progress through to the final day in that fours discipline, but good to see him in the singles. Peter, of course, is over 60s rep, so we know he's very gifted. And
we will give you score updates from all of those other matches as they evolve, but right here, 15 ends is the journey to a Men's Country Week fours title for 2026, and we will get started with Eton on the mat and Ted Riley to get us going.
Ted's got some aero evolve, so no wind out there, but the evolve will take a bit more shape than some of the tighter bowls that will be on display here for this first game this morning. Clive?
Yep, looks like we just need to get down to the other camera and we'll be able to have a look. But the bowls have started. We'll just get the camera sorted and we'll be right on target. So looks like.
So Shane Manuel on the mat for the Northern side, of course, fresh off winning the club singles. So in a very, very tight game. So gifted plays, played a little bit of league for the Avon Valley has Shane. So and comes from the Bolgart club originally. And he said he did have the honour of winning a singles title when he was at Bolgart. And he played no other, talking about father-son. He beat his father, who's sitting here today watching in a singles final. So he holds shot. He'd be jack high sitting there, so he gets back on the mat to see whether he can just tighten the line slightly.
There we go, here's Shane. So we do know that this forehand side of the rink up here in this direction does just hold off a little bit. It's just one of the ways this rink one plays on D Green here at Manning. We are out the back of the club and D Green, a beautiful green, beautiful surface. There's no doubt about that. But as we know, all greens have their little
nuances. So tell me, nerves. So Clive, are you one that suffers from nerves? I did watch the other day. You didn't suffer from any in the the fours over there. You played an exceptional game. Do you get nerves, especially on the big stage like where you've just come from?
I think, a few little butterflies at times just lets you know that it means some great shot here. Brilliant shot from Colin Gibbs. That'll be a nice nerve settler. That's what you want. You just want a bowl to land close early in the match. You're just looking for that. That settles the nerves. And then give it a couple of ends, and you should find that most players just settle in, and it's just it's never just another game of bowls when it's a final. But you tend to forget the outside stuff and just get on with the game.
So Collins, he's got the red SRVs and 20 years been playing the game, so he knows what he's doing. He's no stranger to this game, and the fact they've made the final tells me quite a bit. Started his career in Donnybrook, so played on a variety of greens. Of course, nowadays they'll all be synthetic around the bush. I think we're up to about 90-odd%. Clive, you would be all over.
Oh, very much
figure?
so, yeah. Colin, his body language says that he thinks he might be a little tight, but doesn't look too bad.
So
he was urging it to hold, but he's done well.
It's almost just going to slide
Two
past.
very nice openers.
So his nerves seem to be parked up. So Phil Becker, hailing also from the Northern Club, played his fair share of league games for Avon.
So very experienced player.
Yeah, he is. Good bowler, really steady, plays the front end role really well. You'll expect him to settle into being one of the better bowlers in this game, if my observations over his career are correct, and if straight away he's drawn that back to the line, so he's got a fair idea, but he's rolled through a metre and a bit, Clive.
Yeah, as you look at these bowls, so the Eton team are the team using stickers, so they have stickers on their bowls. The Northern team are going without, so that's how you'll be able to tell the difference between the bowls.
Phil's using yellow, got the yellow GTRs, so size 4s, so if that helps as you're watching and we all forget. But people like to know what sort of bowls people are using, and just to make our job a little bit harder.
Tim Stevens, sorry Doug, Stevens with a great shot there, lands right on it.
No.
3 shots to Eton at the moment.
And of course the marker, Clive?
Gary Burley from Mundaring.
Yep.
So, look, people will say, why have you got a marker on the green? It's a game of 4s, but we probably refer to them more as a paddler in a game of 4s, so he'll just do the indications for us. There's a nice opener here from Fred Hill. Just comes up short of it. Of course, if you look in the programs, you'll see Ian Hill, but everyone knows him as Fred.
Fred, yep.
A legend of the Northern Club.
I'm not sure I'd go quite that far.
Oh, come on.
Played at Meckering, learned his trade at Meckering.
One of the characters, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So Tim's no stranger to the big stage. He actually played in a final of the pairs back in 2022.
Not far away with that either. Might have snuck that into the count. So Eton making the running early. See what Fred can do just needs to correct a foot. On his previous, he's going to need just to hold on a little.
One of 2 left-handers out here. The other one will be Dave Goddard, who you'll
pushing
see
up the line, very close to the jack, just on the inside.
4. So,
well, it's at least 3 on the changeover, maybe 4. Yeah, 4 is a signal from Gary.
Gary's very experienced at this, and I certainly wouldn't doubt his judgment. So we've got the who's who of bowls sitting back and watching all this. I see John Goddard. And also, obviously, he's got a vested interest with his nephew Dave and then Dave's father Lance. So, settling in to watch the big game. Dave's no stranger to live stream and or the big stage. Pushes deep in lots of finals.
Super player. He's a super player. I had the pleasure of his company in the Bassendean Masters triples last year. With Dave Goddard and Calvin Rogers in the team, and we had a lot of fun. We got to a semi.
Did you beat him?
And they played very well. Well, we're on the same team. So.
Oh, you're on the same team?
Yeah.
Oh, righty.
Great shot there from David. What a start. Brilliant. Nails the jack. Probably still just 4. Oh, 5 the signal.
5 the signal.
Okay.
4 plus 1. So very good.
Well, Wolfie under pressure right from the start here.
Well,
Ken Wolfenden.
We know he's going to reach. He's too big. He's gone a tad high. Not going to get back unless he cheats off that, and not even creative enough to do that. So that lands up in the ditch. So good call, as you would expect from Tim. No stranger to the game, and started his career in Wongan Hills. So
the opportunity here for David Goddard to add another one, but doesn't want to finish just on the outside of the jack. He'd love to just tuck it away slightly with this one, even if it costs him one counter by doing it, but just holding on the outside. Gets off the inside of that, not quite. So, big bowl already. No settling in. Can Wolfenden do with this? He's tightened up the line. This is going to drop under.
So,
looking for a little edge. Well, wow.
Nearly
caught a very kind edge. They'll count them up. It's at least 4, and they'll have a quick look at the 5th.
So, Gary's indications earlier that it's 5, so they march around several times. The tape comes out. I think this will only be just to bring the 5th one in by the looks of that.
We'll take a quick look across the boards for you shortly because the singles games have started, but we'll just see the outcome of this one first. And this is not going to be much in this measure. I think it might be just the 4. 4 it is. So 4 to Eaton to get us scoring in this one, remembering 15 ends. And a great solid start from Eaton. As we look across the singles at the moment, Peter Leeson leads 3-2 over Joel Leeson. And we're 2 shots apiece between Anthony Ryan and Bill McGree. It's in the singles. The pairs, well, no scoreboard movement in the pairs just yet. It'll take a little bit longer to play through the ends, of course.
So the journey to get here, Clive, not for you, not from Cabramatta and Sydney, but for these guys for the northern side, just working backwards. So yesterday they had 2 Gamelling side. They played Scotty Thompson's side and got through them, and also the other Gamelling side of Christian Carr. So the A team and the B team, but I won't tell you which one's which. I'll let the Gamelling boys work that out for themselves.
Nice opener there from Ted.
And it was. And then prior to that, Geraldton with the monster scalp of Shane Judici Nan, Michael Ford, Brad King, and Dan Jolly. And they had a tough section. So got some pretty solid scalps on the way through.
Fairly nice reply here from Shane as well. He's just going to park just in behind as well. So first bowl's just in behind the jack there. No skippers complaining there.
So after dropping a 5, you want the nerves to be well and
truly.
truly.
It's only 4. But,
4,
but you've already messed up your card. I can see that. So
the paddlers.
Another look at this. Just beautiful for line. Fantastic start. Ted Riley be very happy with that. Let's see what Shane can come up with in reply, because he wasn't far away with his first. He was only about a foot past, just over a foot past.
Body language.
Oh dear.
Body language tells me there's more chance of Harold Holt coming back than that bowlers. The bias was on the wrong side, Clive.
I think that's going to get some replays somewhere around after this one.
I suspect it will. That we'll see if Mitch can replay that at some stage as he goes.
He's hiding behind the scoreboard at the moment. Is Shane not too happy with that? Well, I'll tell you what. Another good bowl here from Eaton. They've landed ready to go. Just going to pass on the outside.
So after how many bowls does the paddler or a marker / umpire, Sue Hogg will be the umpire of the day. So after how many bowls before the paddler will put up how many paddles?
Generally they'll wait until halfway through the end. Generally, I mean, if it's tight they might go earlier, but generally they'll wait until at least 4 bowls are down there.
Yep. So Phil Becker with his yellow GTRs pulls up a tad shy. Didn't quite get back to the line either. Yeah,
there'll still be a line underneath that on the backhand side here. Colin Gibbs, he was fantastic on the first end. He wasn't far away with his first here. He just needs to make a slight correction, just drop a little bit of weight down on the same line. Give me a massive day here. If you're in the area, we encourage you to get down here and have a look. The best of the bowlers from all around country WA. Some superstars on show today in what we can only describe right now, Doug, as pristine conditions.
Some superstars sitting in the crowd as I cast my eye across the back there. There's some very talented bowlers, state bowlers, and the cream of the country. I see the Minchins there watching.
Great correction here.
Great bowl, that one.
Phil Becker makes his mark on the match.
Yep. So Tim Stevens going on, that forces him onto the forehand. So it'll be his first look out here. Very strong on the mat. Do you follow techniques, Clive? As to
look, I mean, everyone does it their own way, don't they? That's one thing about bowls is that everyone does it their own way. It's more about whether the technique is repeatable and correctable, Doug. That's the key. Looks to be just on the outside. I don't think that one's going to get down.
It helps. He's got 2 out. Might be gun shy after the last end.
Well, so that's whether he needed a metre. He really only needs a foot to be right in the mix. Yep. There's Tim. He's just overdone it a little, but no problem behind with the jack sitting fairly primed to be attacked. Fred will be looking for this to reach now. Needs to get all the way. He's close. He's played it very well.
And covered the jack. So Dave will walk back with no clear look at the jack, but I think he'll know what he has to do.
He's tidied that up nicely, though.
Yeah, did he ever? And the mix of bowls at the back. So just the one.
Yeah, a little bit of a raffle if it goes back there.
Just having both yellow bowls, I can't see the stickers. The Bacchus bowl.
Bacchus bowl is a stickered bowl, Eaton.
So that'll be Eaton. So that'll be Tim Stevens from Eaton. Reaching, Clive, you suggest?
Oh, for sure. They've already turned their back on it. Just slides across the front. Might have made it slightly harder for Wolfie to get in there, but so Wolfie suggesting he might look for some cover here. Yep.
So the forecast high today, Clive, we're going to get into the mid-30s.
Yeah, as I say, the one bonus with that for the players is that perhaps it doesn't get as breezy, but I don't know, when it's 35, 36 degrees, you probably welcome a little bit of breeze.
Yeah, and bearing in mind,
it's a nice home there.
It's been a full week, starting with the singles on the Friday and those who played in the welcome fours. So it's been a long, arduous week for these guys. They played a lot of bowls.
All right, so wait again here from David Goddard, looking to disturb the shot bowl up onto the jack. He's on a slightly better line, but will he get down on that wider line? Not quite.
So Fred's signalled with the 2 and confirmed by the marker that they're holding 2.
Well, there's an opportunity though, isn't there?
Yeah, look, and he's on that backhand, he's got something to sit.
Needs to have the journey now. Not quite sure he's going to. Just short of it. And 2 on the board to Northam. So they'll be happy with that. They'll get them scoring. When you drop a 4 on the first end, just need to recover that on the next end.
Yep.
Wow. Just looking across the boards, Anthony Ryan has skipped away to a 9-2 lead over Bill McGree in the semi-final of the singles. So it's a huge start for Anthony Ryan of Wildcatcham.
I've played against...
Sorry, Doug, and it's a 6-4 lead to Peter Leeson in the family affair between Peter Leeson and Joel Leeson.
So I reckon I've played with or against most of these guys, and Ant Ryan I rate through the roof.
Oh, great player.
Great bloke.
He actually reminds me a lot of the way he goes about it of a John Sharp.
Righto.
Very similar sort of style and very similar sort of game. Great start there by Shane. He'll be happy that one bent the right way and landed nice and close to get started.
And just reminded us that he can work out the little ring on the inside. So just getting briefly and quickly back to, and I've played against him, and he's from from the Central Wheat Belt, probably not as strong as what we were as Avon. So I got to watch him a few times under a bit of pressure, and the way he handled it and responded to it, he really did leave a big impression, in my opinion, of him. He did show a bit of interest of coming to Cambridge at one stage, but I soon got that out of him. But yeah, he was one that would have walked in and been very comfortable in that environment. So
Shane adds another there.
That's very good from Shane. He's got mum and dad watching in the corner. His brother Darren from Wongan Hills will no doubt be watching the stream at some stage.
Glad to see you having involvement in Cambridge's recruiting, Doug.
Yeah, it was good. I did get asked if they could find they wanted to get a bit of country influence into it, but if they said they'd pick me someone good from the country, I said that's who I'd go to.
Well, there is some Cambridge country involvement out there at the moment. Jamie Conway, of course, played for Cambridge for the last 2 years, and he's out there playing for Pemberton in the Pairs semi-final here. Fantastic young man and fantastic young player.
As is Andrew Drayton, who also
maybe we can throw him in the conversation as well. I'm sure he's watching.
Yeah, I'm sure he is too. I do rate him. Great bloke. Great to talk to those fellows. And Pemberton's not the closest town to travel to. And Clive, we see still holding the 2 to the Northern boys.
Yeah, Phil just snuck through there, and I think he got through without touching anything. He might have got a little scrape off the front one as he got through there, but no complaints for the bowl, just in behind. Now, this one's been left out, and that's what will happen if you get out deep. So you needed a little bit of pace, but you can't afford to get wide on that side.
So it's not the breeze, it's the green.
Oh, look, a little bit of both, but the green is known for just not being particularly wide on that hand.
So what little breeze we get is pretty much the east, or it's got a lot of east in it. It might not be due east.
And when we say that, it's not a criticism of the surface at all. It's just a characteristic of the surface. So the surface looks beautiful.
It's alive. It's something that's growing, so it's not a synthetic. So not that synthetics are perfect either side either. A butcher by trade at some stage during his journey through life. That'll tell you
Colin?
Yeah, absolutely. That'll tell you he's got a really strong forehands breaking down, doing that job. Boy, this will have to be creative. Oh, misses that. Gets to the back. So still in the game, Clive?
Yeah, and that will play into the Northern guys' heads a little bit now. I mean, they'd love another close bowl, but if you fill that gap between those 2 green ones, it could set up some sort of target. Can Fred find a way in here? He just needs a little bit of a land. Not quite. Another bowl just in behind, though, so any movement of Jack at the moment would be sublime for Northern.
So that favourite call of even if you get second shot. So Sue Hogg, umpire of the day, I see her walk onto the green. She's paddling, right? Very good from Tim. Yep.
Well, she's one of the markers for the singles. Yep. So good to see the officials out here doing a good job. The Bowls WA officials team, they do a fantastic job. Sue, of course, heads up the Bowls WA umpires committee, does an amazing job doing that.
And she had her panel of markers, a group of markers. What's the collective noun for markers? Yeah. Well, you would know.
Probably a score of markers.
A score of markers,
yeah.
Right. So what's the collective noun for multiple umpires? We did have a confusion of we did run that competition a couple of weeks ago. A confusion of umpires. Someone said a parliament of umpires. So we still haven't got that confirmation. I thought you're the font of all knowledge.
I'm certainly not going with a confusion.
No. Nor would I.
Great effort, just passed underneath. No, look, our umpiring crew do a fantastic job. They often get a raw deal, don't they? But they do an amazing job, and we wouldn't have the competition without them out there doing their great job. Pairs underway, so Pemberton and Beverley. That's Jamie Conway and Dave Stanek against Peter Flay and Greg Barrett-Leonard. They're currently 1-1. And The other matchup is Mark Simpson and John Solly from Mandurah against Aaron Smith and Brendan Mincham from Beverley. They're 2-1 to Beverley at the moment after a couple of ends. Ken Wolfenden on the way down with his now. You add to this good work. Needs to find a way round the front yellow bowl, and then any movement of Jack is good movement of Jack. Oh, except for maybe a little snick. Wow.
Now, that might change it. I see Tim Stevens all of a sudden become very interested in who's got shot.
Oh, well, that's incredible. I mean, if he got all of that, Jack, it was 3 or 4. Instead, he's just snicked it, finds himself down. And probably awkward to get at.
So he has got his own bowl, but then Dave Goddard, we see left-hander on his forehand. More air than there is bowl. He just gets past that green bowl of Shane Manuel's.
He's played it very well.
Perfect weight, through the gate, classy. Above average is David Goddard.
Still does give Wolfie one to play to, so he won't be short of it. But he's cut the line.
And not going to have any luck.
There's a big opportunity now to get another multiple on the board here for Eton when they perhaps didn't see that coming. David Goddard knows the weight. He knows the line because he just nailed it with his previous. Of course, huge thanks to AFGRI for their sponsorship of Country Week. Of course, we've got Women's Country Week in a few weeks as well. As Dave Goddard looks for this to run, I don't think he's quite going to get there. So, one removed. Is it a couple? Don't know that Fred's willing to give any more away. Oh, he's willing to give 2. So, 2 it is to Eton, and they lead it 6 shots to 2 after 3 ends of the match.
So, back onto AFGRI. Of course, we kicked off on Thursday night last week with the AFGRI All-Stars, the rebadge, in honour of and respect of the generous sponsorship of AFGRI that put into this Country Week, both men and ladies. So big shout out to all the team at AFGRI. So it is good, and this is the 99th anniversary of Country Week in bowls in WA, Clive. Next year, of course, that will be the centenary, so things will crank up and we'll find different ways.
Pretty special, that.
As we wait for Ted to put this bowl down, so we are searching for the person who has played the most number of Country Weeks, and so that we can acknowledge and reward them in some way, shape or form. So I have been on the hunt, and so I found someone with 50 years of Country Week.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, absolutely. That's a lot of leave passes, and he's obviously been washed a lot of dishes in his time to be allowed 50 Country Weeks, and obviously of some certain age to get there as well.
Well, these days you don't necessarily have to be that age, but 50 years ago you probably did. You know, you've had to have started young anyway, haven't you? I mean, there are players that we've seen around the place that'll be able to challenge that if they can keep it up. You're going to have to wait a while, but if they can keep it up, but 50 years is a fair effort.
So we're still waiting on confirmation. So I've got, as you call that, head for us, Clive?
Yeah, just a little on the outside, a bit of a measure for shot. Probably that last bowl just sneaks in, but Shane will want to do something about that right now. And he just needs to beat his own bowl to be shot.
So Bill McLennan from Kellerberrin. I just had a little chat.
Just misses the jack and
88. Oh, and he's gone the whole journey. Might have rested in the creek. Yep, 88 years of age.
Wow.
Hopefully we can get 89 out of him. I'd love him to be here and be one of the special guests for something or other during Country Week next year and the 100th anniversary. It would be good. And I can't see it getting beaten. Just got to confirm it.
This one just needs to get down a little as well. Just travelling a little. Certainly right in the zone.
Colin Gibbs, that is, had a very good start to this game.
Solid. He's found the centre line, which is nice. You know, his bowls have all been around the centre line, which I guess he did have the little issue up that way. Coming this way though, he's been very good for line.
So, watching the screen, Becca's going to pull inside the blue. Maybe not.
All right, it's Colin with half a metre to correct on his first bowl. That's all he'll want. Just half a metre will get him parking in just behind the jack. He can perhaps nudge it a little bit towards his own. It's where you look at your margins that you've got to work with, and you might try and drop a metre, but you don't have to drop a metre. You drop half a metre, and you're right in the zone. And look at this. Well, he's done it really well. Great shot.
He owns his rink in that direction at the minute. So in front of Phil Becker lays a bit of a challenge. Not a lot of room to get shot, but he doesn't have to. He's just got to be in the area. Second shot, or a good second, would be all his skipper would be asking for.
Yeah, nice close jack high bowl, just to widen the target a little bit. Looks like he might be just a bit deep.
So you don't have to have shot with the first bowl, Clive.
Oh, certainly not. Only one important time to have shot, Doug.
That's exactly
when all 16 of them have been played.
Yep.
Sometimes it is a process. As Joel Leeson has taken the lead against his dad, 8-6 in the singles, and 13-6. Anthony Ryan leads over Bill McGree in the other singles semi-final. Very close here from Tim. He's just going to pass on the outside, but that's great.
How good's that?
The fact that he just got past and tucked in makes a big difference to that target. Fred on the outside here, just cruising past, and that's the difference between that bowl sitting out at jack high and getting in behind the jack and just hiding away. Much more difficult for Northern to get at.
So I've just established there's at least one person that's watching us. So Ken Pride has asked whether Gaynor Latham is still playing bowl, still playing country work, and I think he is, because his name, one of my favourite questions as we watch this bowl come down. So maybe he's not, according to Phil Manning, who is our country director, who's seated beside me, who's font of all knowledge when it comes to country bowls, as we know.
Another great shot from Tim Stevens there. Sits with, well, at least 3 to Eaton at the moment. 4 is the signal from Gary Burley. And Fred needs this to have the trip.
This is tight.
It's not going to. I think it's more the weight.
Well, it's a bit of both. Neither of them were good. So
You're a bit harsh on his line. He's not too far off.
But yeah, I'm allowed to be hard.
So the key here now for Dave is he's holding a good setup. He'll want to add. He doesn't want to add by just sitting on the outside and giving Ken an easy out here.
So, and he'll know that. Just tuck it away a little bit more, hide it away. No shoulders.
Draw back to the back yellow.
Yep.
All about how you construct the head to protect what you've got, protect what your team's delivered for you. Holds the call, and he's played it well. How much jack's he getting here? It's not bad. He's still got a bit of protection at the front, so it's not too bad.
So he's limited the hand that Wolfie can play, you think? Might be 4. I'm not sure if they paddled up 4. I think so. Wolfie won't be enjoying the look that he's got.
Has he got the trip? He's very close. Well, that's a fantastic shot from Wolfie. If it falls down, it would have been shot. It's just held up, so it's probably still 1 to Eaton, maybe 2.
Yeah, well, Fred sort of just was pointing the 1 down, so just been confirmed by Gary Burley.
That's a fantastic shot because he had nothing to play with there.
No, would have looked horrible.
Question is, can Dave Goddard get to that bowl? It's sticking out a little. If he can get to that bowl and sit it out, it's on its way. Can he get down to it? Just on the outside.
It's going to stay high. Cruise around the back. So Wolfie's played 1 cracker. Can he get inside his and flop us? He must be very close to holding shot. Just we know he's 1 down.
It looked quick out of the hand, and it is a bit quick. Now, is it just 1, or are they going to go looking for a second? Nope, just the 1.
Just the 1.
Eaton will be happy with a 7-2 lead after 4 ends. 15 ends is the trip here. No time limits, nothing like that. Now let's have a look at the pairs. It's a 5-3 lead to Mark Simpson and John Solly over Aaron Smith and Brendan Minchin. That'll be a classic, that one. That'll be a fantastic match. One apiece still after, that 5-3 leads after 4 ends between Mark Simpson and Aaron Smith. And then still one apiece on the scoreboard between Pemberton and Beverley after 2 ends. So whether or not they've had any killed ends or they've forgotten to do the scoreboard, it's,
So
got a bit of work to do there.
Phil Manning will go and sort that out for us.
Joel Leeson now leading 12-6 over Peter. Great starter. What a great start from Ted.
Yep.
Sits Jack high, so what that does is just gives Shane permission to reach. And when I say permission to reach, he's looking for a foot or two, that's all.
Yep.
You just land on the bowl or touch the jack.
So obviously he can't hear you.
No. Now, from an alternate point of view, Ted, he'll look to do the same thing. He'll look to just turn his own bowl.
And it must be your mindset playing front end is, yes, you got to own the jack, yes, you got to own the back, but you got to be, don't want to be blocking it out for your back end.
Played it really well.
Yes, that's perfect.
Well, it was perfect weight to either turn his own bowl or just get him past. That's really disciplined leading.
9 years he's been playing the game, so he's done exceptionally well.
Deb Saunders and Stewie Lofthouse in the house. They were over at Cabramatta with the Cambridge team.
Deb playing the triples?
Yeah, so it was a 4-a-side, so you played pairs and pairs, you played singles and triples, and then you played fours as a team. So really good concept. So a lot of team bowls plus the little bit of a little bit of individual stuff. But even as an individual, you're still playing for your team. So solid there from Colin. He's just struggling to find the line there. He's found it going the other way. He's just finding that they're not quite getting back for him out on that hand, but he'll work that out.
So the pairing of Riley and Gibbs seem to have it over the northern front end just at the moment. But as I say that, right on cue, he bowls an absolute cracker. Noodles a jack, takes it away from the shot bowl.
Great shot, Phil Becker.
It's the best way to make people
You
go.
timed that well, Doug.
I did. No, I was waiting for it. I knew it needed to happen sooner.
Yeah, that concept over at Cabramatta is a good one. Something that we don't have a lot of here. Not a lot of 4-a-side competitions in WA. I don't know if we've had one before, so might be something that a club might like to have a look at. Well, this isn't far away either. Does it get all the way down for Colin? Not quite.
Oh.
Great home, just in behind. Of course, I won't give a spoiler, but that final did come down to the very last bowl of the tournament.
Rightio.
But we'd love a finish like that here.
Yeah,
as a neutral observer, you want a last bowl finish, don't you?
Well, we did see that during the interzone where we did see ties and a tied aggregate.
Wasn't that amazing?
It was, and we had the privilege of calling that game.
All sorts of things that could have happened there because it was in the other game that wasn't on your stream. There was one-shot finishes there as well that could have affected the overall result.
And I think that the bit that came out of it for me was not just as a fantastic game played at a really high level, was the emergence of a young superstar in from Pemberton, Josh Ellis. We saw him emerge as a 19-year-old and
played in the Country All-Stars team, of course.
Yeah, and I sort of get the feeling after watching him that we may see him again. Not this year. We know who the final 20 are across the green here today, as Clyde's been keeping you up to date with. But I think we saw a kid bowl with a lot of ability under a lot of pressure.
Josh is here this morning too.
Righto, I did see him yesterday.
I think he's here supporting Jamie.
Yep, as he did yesterday.
All right, see what Tim can come up with here. He's got a jack-eye bowl to play to. Okay, well, he's already called that he's missed the line. So
he's trying to do us out of a job. He calls that tight, and we'll just confirm that he's correct. So He has a career here as well. Yep. You always know how to mitt. You just, especially you played a few ends and you got a feel for it. And you just can't get down there quick enough to stop it.
Oh, Fred's played this well. He's right in the area.
He does. And just right on cue. Framed it a little bit, but I'd be happy with that.
It's probably gone just far enough, I think.
A bit of air.
Yeah, a little edge off the inside, maybe. A big chunk off the inside will work, but it is going to look a little bit more inviting from the mat. It's funny how sometimes bowls land and they don't actually change anything, but it just makes it look nicer for the opposition.
And so you know your weight. It helps set your weight, gets it clear in your mind. And a lot of family support here today. As I look around, I know a lot of these guys.
So this will just be a little searcher from Dave Goddard. Nothing over the top. Just searching up there to try and land or a little trail of the jack. He's very close. What a shot.
Oh,
brilliant.
Dare I say it.
Brilliant.
In honour of Dennis Comeni, centimetre perfect, as he tips that one up and stays.
Yeah, that was sad news during the week, wasn't it?
It was.
There's not too many people you can find that aren't willing to say that Dennis is... was one of the greatest. I mean, just unbelievable commentator in so many different sports. Great shot in reply from Wolfie.
He gets a hat, so well done, Ken Wolfenden. Very good bowler. And a great bloke. He's good with the team. He's a good manager of people. Actually, in semi-retirement, and I know he goes around and plays lots of tournaments around the bush, which is good. He actually works for Aviso, who are sponsors of our BPL side, the Perth Suns.
Yeah, he didn't get over to BPL 23, but he was there for BPL 21. It was good to see Aviso represented with Brad and Wendy over there.
Yep. So Dave's still interested in this one too.
Oh, he's very close. Where's this going?
Oh, great ball.
Well... Yes,
wow.
Couple.
Great
shots, great set from David Goddard, and Ken Wolfenden's going to have to go down and have a look at this and figure out what he's going to do, because this is going to be tricky to get at. Yeah, 3, the signal.
So, as we can see from the camera, or we can see live as we cast our eyes.
How do you make your way through that, Doug?
That traffic's unbelievable. No, that's like a...
That's what that look is. What's facing Ken Wolfenden with his last bowl and he's 3 down. I think he's going to have to search one here. I think he's just going to have to throw one through there, the old sort of hit and hope type shot, and try and land something through.
That's worse than the traffic I weaved through yesterday afternoon after bowls to get back out here. That reminds me of. So we see another Northern bowler, Mick Morris, cruising through the gates to watch the Northern boys. You'll see a bit of head shaking from him. That'd be ugly from the mat. It's ugly no matter what position, whether you look at that behind the head.
Okay, so there's an issue here, Doug. So if he tries to get round the front, that is going to be really tough.
It won't bend.
Because he's going to have to do it with a little bit of weight on, and that's going to hold his line. I think he's better off looking through the middle, and he's going to need a little bit of luck. But I just don't see it's going to be tough otherwise.
The bowling gods might be looking upwards as I was walking back to the mat, hoping for someone from above to smile on me. Well, that's very difficult.
There's
that's
a couple
horrible.
of lines that he can get to the jack, but he's going to need weight to do it.
Absolutely.
All right, well, we won't have to wait much longer because he's back at the mat, ready to go. All right, so it is fairly solid weight up the middle. Can he find a gap and get some landing? No.
No.
Tough shot.
Tough shot.
Really tough shot. Dave Goddard did an amazing job there.
2 being kicked out, and I'd suggest there's going to be a third.
There it is.
3. So,
outstanding stuff from David Goddard. Commanding 10-2 lead after 5 ends of the 2026 Men's Country Week 4s, brought to you by AFGRI and Bowls WA, of course, here at the Manning Bowls Club. If you've just joined us, we're about 15 minutes south of the city here at the beautiful Manning Bowls Club, known for its superstars that play the great game.
So AFCRI, we talk about as machinery dealers as such, but what they do, which I understand and recognise, is the work they do for communities. They certainly help a lot of communities, and they're not just focused on the big picture. They'll help the little schools, the smaller communities. They're really big on that aspect of their business. They've got a very good social and community conscience. So great contributors in lots of different ways.
Yeah, certainly well said, Doug. There's an opportunity right here. Shane Manuel has to nail the jack here. His first bowl for Ted, just off target. So now control can go back to Northam right here with a good first bowl from Shane Manuel. Just needs it to pull up.
Just going to run through by how far? Metre.
Sneaking under. Well, there's the art of our game right there.
It is.
Miss with your first, correct with the second.
Yep, it's a game of correction. So as I had the pleasure of having a chat with both teams yesterday and this morning, and going through my favourite question, best player, and I'll ask you the same. You've played with or against, and if you've played bowls against this fellow, his name will always come up, is Keith Donkin, which I have. Inside you need to get, and your outs of luck reach, and the out shot have luck. So Keith Donkin always comes. So can I ask you the best bowler that you've played with or against? You can have Metro, of course, but always ask the guys to have a country leaning. And, of course, last time I asked this question, it was Peter Harris was your answer.
Well, yes and no. So Peter's certainly in that conversation. There's no doubt about it. Peter's probably rates as the question I answer with that is who's the best player I've played with or against that's never played for Australia, and Peter Harris is the answer to that.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to not put Dennis Katunarich into that conversation, and I think Peter would be willing to admit that we all sort of bow down to Dennis Katunarich in our sport in a lot of ways, with what he achieved and just how amazing he was. So, they're probably my answers. I mean, of course, in more modern day, you've got Aaron Sheriff as well. That's just ridiculous, you know.
And you have played against Aaron Sheriff?
Yes. Yeah, had a cracking game with him a couple of years ago, actually down at the Everest against Aaron Sheriff, and I think he got me by a couple in the end. But really, how do you win 4 Australian Open singles titles in a row? It just feels like it's impossible.
And playing 7.
And he might well make it 5.
Yeah. So that means Pete's obviously the best Cambridge bowler that you've played with?
I think we just move on, Doug. What were the answers that some of the other guys gave?
Peter Harris did come up once.
Did he?
Yeah. Because one of these guys actually played some bowls. Tim Stevens must be worked with the Ag department, so he has actually played bowls at Wongan Hills, so may have overlapped with Peter, who started
No wonder
there.
Peter's hanging around the commentary box at the moment.
And as he slips me $20. Thanks, Pete. Job done.
As Phil Becker just on the outside with that one.
They really, at 10-2 down, they really need to start peppering the jack. Tim's one that says Keith Donkin / Jeff Wyatt.
Yeah, look, and Keith is a superstar and a great bloke as well along the way as well. You know, probably in a way, when you look at the overall stats, it surprises you that Keith didn't play more bowls for WA with the quality of player that he was, and of course a superstar of Country Week as well.
101 games for the state, which was massive effort coming from the bush. So Wickerton and.
I don't know what it is. I always expected that number just to be bigger because he was such a big name of the sport, you know, and always delivered. You know, when you saw him on the green, he always played well. 14-10, Anthony Ryan against Bill McGree. So Bill McGree coming back there. I'm told it might be 14-12 now. So First to 21 in those singles matches. So that 14's a danger number when the opposition gets there. You can't leave it much later to come back than that. And Peter Leeson and Joel Leeson. Joel's leading that one 12-9 at the moment. In the pairs, Brookton up on one rink and down on the other. 6-1 to Beverly, not Brookton. Peter Flay and Greg Barrett Leonard are leading Jamie Conway and Dave Stanek. Great shot here. Fred Hill just passes under. And Aaron Smith and Brendan Minchin are leading. They are trailing Mark Simpson and John Solly. As we have a little change in the commentary, and Phil Manning joins me, Bowls WA board member. How are you, Phil?
I'm very well, thanks, Clive. Yes, lovely day today.
Well, it is at the moment. I reckon it's going to get hot, but we'll just switch that off while we sort that out. There we go. And, so it is a lovely day. I reckon it's going to get warm, but I think you were saying there's going to be a reasonably early sea breeze.
Well, it's light, but about midday bomb forecast sea breeze, but it's not a big sea breeze. It's pretty light, but it'll be welcome by then, that's for sure.
Put that monitor in a good spot. Keeps me hiding away behind it there. All right, it's been an entertaining game so far. Eton have got the advantage. Look at that.
Wilson
great
over
shot.
the fence.
That's exactly what it looks like. Ken Wolfenden's come up with a cracker there. Landed for shot.
Yes, and he needs it. They're just under the pump a bit, aren't they? Dave's played a few big bowls.
We've had
they all have.
A 1, a 2, a 3 and a 4 for Eton. They've won 4 ends and they've got the full set.
Yes.
13-12 now, Joel Leeson over Peter Leeson, so that one's getting tighter. That's been played right alongside this rink.
Yep, Pete's made a bit of a comeback, and on the other side, Ant Ryan was in command, but Billy McGee's made a bit of a comeback there as well.
David Goddard, Jack, to where? Yes, he's done it. He's done it.
Playing some big shots, David.
Well, he was massive last end. He played 2 absolute pearlers last end.
And he's got his sides backing him up, so it's you win a lot of games when your skipper plays well.
Well, it can often come down to that, can't it? As much as the team tries to build everything and things like that, often some big bowls from the skippers can make the difference. You know,
definitely.
It's often said in games of bowls, the skipper maybe only has to play 6 or 7 great bowls, but it could be enough to win the match.
Yep. Absolutely.
I look over and the 2 Leeson boys have got that Jack smothered next door.
Yes, yeah. They have played against each other before, and Pete won easy, apparently.
Wolfie's got a bit of a look down here, but he's got it out deep.
Yeah, he's got his hands in the air.
No recovery if you get out deep out there. So, one more to Eton, courtesy of a big David Goddard shot, and he leads it. He and his Eton side lead at 11 shots to 2. And that's having won now the last 4 ends in a row. So certainly made the running. It is a 15-end match, so still plenty of time for Northam, but they'll need to get scoring shortly.
Yes, they'll be feeling the pressure a little, and they'll be thinking, got to score this end, but that's all right. There's time. There's only 6 ends, I think. Yes, David's played a couple of big ends, Clive. Just put the pressure right on them.
And no surprise, we know the quality of David Goddard as Peter Leeson just narrowly misses getting shot next door, so that's going to be another tight, just one shot either way over there.
Yes, I'd say Joel's got it, so he'll skip out to 14-12. Like I said, Billy McGee's made a bit of a comeback. He's only 4 behind now. He was down a bit, but he's 14-10 down.
I think you said that was 14-12.
12, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
the scoreboard hasn't been updated
he didn't
yet.
I saw him get the 2, but he didn't update it.
Yep, every second end, the board generally gets updated. And the marker's back down there. This one looks to be a touch quick from Shane.
Yep. Bit longer. Jack's a bit longer, doesn't want to be short.
Opportunity
upset
for
the
Ted
skip.
to close right in on this, just drop underneath his own bowl.
What sort of surface did you play on last week?
During the week,
Yeah,
Cabramatta?
yeah.
So they've got two beautiful grass greens, two Twelfth beautiful grass greens. So it had got a little bit wet, so they were a little bit slower than they might have otherwise been.
Mm-hmm.
And then an undercover carpet surface. So it was a little bit different. The outside greens were a little bit pushy, but they certainly played beautifully.
Yeah.
Without the rain, they would have been stunning.
Shane's recovered well.
Speaking of stunning, great shot.
Yeah. He'll be happy with that after putting the first one in the ditch.
Yeah, if people haven't had the opportunity to go over and play in some of the tournaments over there, it's always good. Make yourself known, and they're always happy to host some WA teams because WA players don't get an awful lot of opportunities to get over onto the East Coast and try our hands. So.
Do you get invited to that?
Yeah, it is an invitation one, but I mean you can make it known that you want to be invited, can't you?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I wondered how you got in. Righto, Phil Becker, who does a lot of leading, is playing 2 today.
Just going to need this one to run the trip now.
Yes, he's under ahead a little, but around the place. Yes, not too bad.
Well, in a lot of ways, you'd rather land there than right alongside, especially with one already sitting just up on the jack.
Much better.
Colin's been good. He hasn't played an awful lot on this side. He's been very good early.
Colin's been awesome. Yeah, he's the bowl of the rink early. Dave's probably taken over. He's skip.
Just going to pass on the outside and not pull up.
Might hang in there. Yeah, just could be handy. Almost perfect conditions at the moment, Clive.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's pristine. It's going to get warm, but if the players can deal with that, and that's about making sure you're getting the fluids in already. Another great shot here. Needs it to sit nicely.
Yeah, didn't make too much of a target in the count.
Yeah, it's the fluids you put in now, the water that you get into your body now that means that you're ready for when it gets a bit warmer. Because otherwise, once you're thirsty, it's a touch late.
Too late. Yep, you can't get thirsty. See Jamie Conway, is it?
Oh, they've pulled back, haven't they?
6 all over there in the pairs. Anyone out there is interested in that?
6-6 on the scoreboard. As long
Yep.
It's a dangerous number.
Tim's just a little bit past. Won't be unhappy with that. Gave it a chance.
So we've got the update on that end singles rink now as well.
Yep.
Anthony Ryan leads that 15-13 over Bill McGree. So, look, he'll be happy. Bill will be happy with that because he was down considerably. So anyone's going from there. This one trickles up for Fred.
About the same as the others, not quite. Yeah, well, that score's changed dramatically. I don't know whether they've got big scores in between or the score didn't go on the board. You think the score would have been on the board with the umpire there, who's usually on the ball. Pretty good bowl from Tim. He's just going to go under, join the... hasn't... Yeah, fell in.
Well, he got a nice little roll, didn't he? I don't know, he might still be...
Yeah, because he did roll the oppositions as well, so there still could be 3 shots there. Righto, Fred. Pretty big bowl here. I think he'd... Oh, no, he's a bit big anyway, a bit wide, a bit big. Well, let's see what David's got now. The way he's been playing, there's a bit of room for him there.
Well, he's been able to come up with the goods when he's been needed. I mean, in fairness, he's had some nice heads to play to as well.
Yes. He's got nothing on the outside to sit on. Have to draw it cold, but make for a good game if the Northern boys could pick up a couple here.
He has drawn on this hand earlier in the match and drawn right next to the jack.
Yeah,
so
this side
does know the weight in the line.
What a fairly big bowl here in the context of the whole game, really.
Anthony Ryan's just moved to within one end of victory. He's just picked up a couple.
Right.
This one's just going to trickle on the outside.
David through the head.
So 17-13 now the lead to Anthony Ryan from Wildcatcham. Can he book his place into the final? He's within one end of doing so against Bill McGree from Three Springs. Wolfie looks just a little on the underside.
Well, he only has to get there and he could count. Oh,
doesn't want to turn that
didn't
one.
want to turn that one, no. So his weight would have been good for a counter. Well, let's see what David's got in him this time. Right. Usually, most bowlers, when they follow it, it's usually pretty good. He's holding his breath.
It's pretty good, all right.
Sure
Has he got something? Yes, he's done enough.
Yep, he's got shot.
Little nudge of the jack, probably got two. Yeah, made 2 out of that.
Yep.
Again, David Goddard delivers.
Great bowl, Dave.
And Wolfie wasting no time getting on with it.
No, he doesn't muck around.
We've gone back to see him deliver his bowl and he's already left.
He doesn't muck around.
Now, how's the speed? He's very close.
Well, he's got to sit something. I think
Sit
he's got
and
to
fall
sit.
back.
Yes, he's done
That'll
it.
do
Got
for
the
shot.
Yep. Right. That keeps him in the game. It's only one, but a very, very important one.
So 11-3 the lead to Eton after 7 ends of the match. So we're nearing halfway. Halfway through this end, we'll be halfway. And boy, oh boy, are our singles hotting up. 14 all between the two Leesons, Peter and Joel, father and son match up. First to 7 from there will get the victory and play in the final. Of course, we'll have the pairs final and the singles final live for you right here.
Yeah,
So
Joel.
full day of action for you.
Joel's just killed his third end, I think. He's killed 3 or 4. So Dad's getting them close, but Joel's hitting them off at this stage.
I'm being suggested that singles might be next. But stay tuned with us throughout the day and you won't miss any of the action. Not a bad opener
Very
for
good.
Shane.
Yep.
Any bowl that lands just
Nothing
a couple of
wrong with
feet
that.
behind.
Yep.
Yeah, always useful. Still 7-4 the lead to Mark Simpson and John Solly over Aaron Smith and Brendan Minchin. That one hasn't changed for a little while, but they've got, 3 bowls left on an end at the moment, so we might get an update on that scoreboard shortly as Ted just comes up about an equal distance short to the Northern Bowl. So now it's the game of correction. Although
Darren's changed hands.
Yeah, he's very close. Really well played.
Touches
Very
it a little
nice.
be handy. A little touch would have been perfect there. Would have been back to his own, but still pretty handy.
That'll look nice for Ted from the mat end now because he just needs to add to his last, and he's got a couple of bowls to play to
Yeah,
just
he's
to drop
got that
inside.
He's got that wide one to
Has
aim
he
at
got
there.
deep though.
That's the side you can't. He's coming, trying. Still coming, not quite.
Have to have absolutely perfect weight to get back out there. I must admit, it's turning more there than I've seen it do in previous times. I think if you get a little bit closer to the ditch, you lose a little bit of that turn.
Yeah.
But we're not right on the ditch here.
I had a quick roll this morning, and it seemed pretty nice.
Oh, the surface is beautiful.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be holding too much that side.
Yeah, we'll play it here.
Yeah, Phil, just through
building.
a little bit.
Just building. Now, Colin in this direction's been all over it for line. Been really solid in this direction. Bill McGree bounces back with a 1, so trails 17-14 in that matchup.
Yeah, not out of it yet. As Peter Leeson maybe draws another one against Joel. Joel's got a ball. Oh, can't tell. It depends on the... Yes, anyway, that's touch and go over there. We'll keep you informed.
Colin just clipped off the outside there. He just needed a little bit more of that bowl and would have put it in for shot. It is close. But a little nudge of the jack here for Phil Becker would be absolute gold.
Don't know whether he's got the legs.
Oh, it's the width. It's
Yes.
actually a bit of both. It's actually a bit of both.
I was just watching the weight out of his hand. Yeah.
Still, we all play one of them occasionally.
Oh, it's my favourite. Peter got one. Yeah, the Leesons head to head, all right.
Oh, incredible, isn't it? I mean, it's just part of the stories of Country Week.
Yeah, and of course it's a bit of a shame they weren't in separate semis and could have played in the final, but.
Needs us to get all the way now, does Fred. He's played it really well.
I like it.
Little nudge of the jack.
Jeez, he had touched it. Oh, yes.
Wow.
That's
Doesn't
a
get
ripper.
much better than that.
That is a ripper. I mean, he could have trailed it a bit more, but he might have exposed the jack a bit. This way it's tight up against the bowl. Makes it a little bit harder.
He's made at least two.
Yeah, Tim's got that. He's got his leader's bowl to rub off on this hand, so no use being short.
Oh, and as you say that,
he's short. Yep.
That's your fault, Phil.
Yeah, well, that's
curse.
another one of my favourite shots. If you're leading well in my team, I'll always protect you. Righto, Fred. What's Fred got?
Well, he played a perfect one with his last, and he's not far off doing it again.
Gee whiz.
Is he round the front?
Yeah, easy. Perfect.
Brilliantly played.
Absolutely great bowl.
Oh, he's sat proud of it. That's going to look mighty tempting to rip one up the middle, I'll tell you.
Goes through the port. Yes, is the call.
So it's through the port, so don't think it was huge weight that he was looking for.
Well, I don't think you could play huge weight. The one in front, was to protect it a bit. He's playing on. I think he's playing the forehand.
Oh, that means it is huge weight.
He's playing the forehand. It must be big, yes. Reasonably big.
That's wide of it.
Yep.
David Goddard does possess the big weight shot, so there's no doubt that he'll be on the attack.
As next door, Peter Leeson draws one within 6 inches.
So Wolfie needs to try and change this a little bit. Look, it's going to take a good shot to get through the middle and whack it, but I mean, really, the two bowls up the front make no difference. If you're going to hit it, you're going to hit it.
Yes.
So
just
see what Wolfie does here. I mean, if he could turn one of Fred's bowls slightly, a little bit of moving the jack.
One in front of the jack, if he turns it slightly, he could make 5 or 6.
He can.
And he's on track. Is he here?
Or does he fill the gap?
Might be a good blocker. Gee whiz. Oh, it's not.
In fact, he's opened it up a little bit. This will not be short. Dead ends are replayed. No respots. He's not happy.
No, he whinges as he let it go. Yep. Got one of his own. Doesn't make any difference.
And just dropped in the ditch at the back as well.
Right. Let's see what Wolfie comes up with here. He's got better height.
Oh, the weight looks good.
Yeah, this is pretty good. He'd like to count, I reckon. Just put a little bit more pressure on David. Yes, he does.
That's brilliantly done.
So it
doesn't make any difference to the target.
No, but he might as well count.
Well, this is huge.
Might as well count. Yeah,
Can Northern find their way back into the match, or does David Goddard come up with something big again?
Big point of the game here.
Solid weight. It's under the line, but he's got chances.
He's watching.
Oh, wow. But how many?
1, 2. I can see 2. I can see 2.
I
at
think
least
it's
maybe
more than
3.
I think
3.
it'll be more than 2.
Well, I can see 3. Yep, that one's in, I think.
Yeah, and I think the side one's going to be in as well. I think this is at least 4.
Oh, yeah, he's taken that out. Oh, he could be 5. Gee whiz. Yep.
They're still going. I think this might be 6.
Gee whiz. Yep. Well, that's changed the game, Clive.
There's a chance of 6 or 7 here.
Yeah.
Because...
Oh, that's the Reds.
What's
They're
that one?
closest. I think that one's in.
Yeah, and the front?
The front? Yes. Oh, no. Oh, Fred forgot to count. 6.
6.
Ooh, gee
Wow.
whiz. Well, big turnaround.
11-9 suddenly after 8 ends. And
yeah.
it's game on.
Yep. Next door, as that was happening, Pete had shot Joel's, driven it in the ditch, and is sitting right next to it.
And you're pretty much unbeatable over
Yes.
there. 15 all, that match.
I would suggest Peter will be looking for second shot. He's two
18-14.
Mm-hmm.
It is to Anthony Ryan over there against Bill McGree.
Anthony's probably got a score to go onto that because the marker's up the other end.
Yep.
So it's probably at least 19. Could be 20. As Peter Leeson just next door is going to... Gee, he played that well. Oh, gee whiz. Beautiful second shot sitting right on the ditch.
Yep, but on our show rank, Shane Manuel has nailed it. You're enjoying the bowls next door. No one can see those ones.
No, I know, but there's a lot of people interested. They can see the ones. They can see the ones on this rink. Good reply.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It's a bit hard watching 6 games.
Yeah. All right, Shane. He had to wait to perfection with his first. He's been able to do that again. Looks like it's just going to come up short of it.
A bit short, yeah.
Pretty handy, though. Not complaining too much when your lead lands 2 there. Movement of Jack would be ideal for Ted right now if he could do that. Might be just on the wide side.
Yep.
So 8-5 the lead to Mark Simpson and John Solly over Aaron Smith and Brendan Minchin. So nip and tuck that one. Haven't had any really big scores there for a few ends.
Joel, I'll just let you know, Joel went for his father's second shot sitting on the ditch to make 2, but he's missed. So I think Peter would be happy to go 1 down.
Yeah, I don't even think he'll play his last bowl.
Don't think he would worry. No, he didn't.
Well, he did, but he rolled about 4 metres.
Yeah, shortest bowl I've ever seen on a green.
Shortest bowl you ever seen on a green?
Yeah.
We might have to talk about Peter Harris again if you're not careful. Honestly, there's a substitution coming up in the commentary box, and I've seen a message written down next to me that
the A team's moving.
Yeah, I don't know who's who in the A team out of these two, but
Cheech and Chong.
I'm going to leave you in the hands of Phil and Doug after this end. I promise I'll be back at some point, provided we're still on air. Well, a little bit short there for Phil. He won't be happy with that one.
No,
but,
he won't be. Is Joel next door stretched out? Sorry, I'm watching 2 games here. Righto, man of the match, Nelly. Colin. Played this side well. I think he's played it again, Clive.
Just needs it to release
Pretty
all the way
handy.
down now, doesn't he?
He's trying hard.
It's a good bowl.
Yeah, he's around the place. Fred's got 2 choices this way, according to his skipper.
Well, he's come more into the game as Fred over the last few ends. His weight was perfect.
Yep.
Still 6-all after 6 in that. They're not getting many board changes in
No.
that pairs game between Pemberton
actually,
and Beverley.
The pairs next door don't seem to have too many board changes either.
It just because it's a slower game, it feels like it should be going quicker because the singles does.
2 by 2, and you think, gee whiz, yeah. So
Tim looking to get right down to this, just on the outside. Fantastic effort.
Yep.
There's a wall of bowls to play to now there. And Fred, well, he had to wait with his first, so he'll look to nestle in on those bowls and count.
He's turned his back on it.
Yeah, he's deep. That's why. It's wide.
Yep.
Had to wait again. That weight was fine,
yes,
really, to land.
Breeze has just picked up a little.
Looks like Anthony Ryan's won another end over there, so we'll get a scoreboard update from over there shortly.
Joel Leeson kills his 5th end next door. Pete had 3 within a foot, and
okay. Well, it's the business end of those singles games right now, that's for sure. 15-all between Peter and Joel, and at least 18-14 to Anthony Ryan. That has to have moved, I think.
I'm suggesting Anthony's got the mat. I'm suggesting Anthony's on 20.
Only issue is it's 5 rinks away from us, and we can never be sure whether they've killed an end or...
The marker hasn't put the score up. But I'm sure Anthony won the last end when he was on 18, and he's won this one. So I'm sure Anthony, unless the board got changed over. Don't know. Anyway, it's close. Don't think Joel's missed a drive next door. Woofy. He's not going to play to sit that, Clive. He's playing the other side.
Yeah, interesting that. It might be that he likes that hand better.
He might likes it, and it might be a little bit truer, like you said. Gets his own.
Ooh, just caught an edge.
Only had to hit it in the middle. Would have made 2.
Only issue with that is it leaves it for David. That's the only issue with not playing that for Wolfie.
He could beat him to it, yeah.
Leaves David 2 shots at it, and David's playing fantastic in this direction.
David has got that tight line here, which is what you need.
He's very close.
Yeah, what you need. If he trails it, he makes 2. I reckon he has. Yep, played it perfect.
Well, that was the problem with just leaving it. You know, it might have been better for Wolfie to play that first and potentially take that away a little bit.
Just got confirmation that the score on the final singles rink is 18-14. There must have been a dead end.
That's what I say. When we're 5 rinks away, it can be hard to tell.
Yep.
So,
what's Wolfie got? He's under the head, isn't he?
Well, he's got his own bowl.
Gets a little... I tell you.
That might have done enough. I think that'll be shot.
Well, it looks shot on the camera. Let's have a look. Tim's looking at it. Did you get any indication there, Clive? No.
No, I think it's 1 to Northern.
Yeah.
Having said that, David Goddard's played some cracking bowls up in this direction, especially on this hand. Does he go looking for the bowl, or does he just look for the little trail? I think if he just looking for the little trail.
Yeah, little trail, I'd suggest. He's playing well enough to get it.
He's going to need to hold on that line.
They're calling hold, so it must be
dropping.
tight. Yeah.
Great effort.
Beautiful weight, Nelly.
I think it'll be 1 to Northern.
Yep, 1 to Northern. Game on. Changed in the last couple of ends since I sat down.
Certainly has. Well, I'm going to leave you to it, and Doug Kelly's going to jump back in. So enjoy the rest of the game, Phil.
Yep,
and
cheers, Clive.
I'll leave you to it.
Well done, mate. Yes, very good. As Clive Adams, our expert commentator all around Australia, leaves the commentary spot, and Mr. Knowledge steps in. Doug Kelly, President, Bowls WA. Fantastic job. Got a bit of a country mentality as well, which suits me.
Right, so
country rep.
welcome, Phil.
Hey, Doug.
Was it welcome to me? So back on air
welcome.
together.
No, welcome to you, mate. Yeah.
They get very reserved. They get very nervous about. I know Ken will be trying to use a dump button back in his office if he's still awake. So I know he's been there early this morning. So he'll be. He did send a message through earlier on. So the score of the Leesons. So we've got Peter and Joel.
Yeah.
Did it allude everyone? I did get a question on that a minute ago.
Yes. Well, it's 15 all. Peter could be holding shot with Joel. No, Pete's got one bowl left. It's still tight. Hasn't changed because Joel killed the last end. The other singles is going to continue on a little bit. I'd suggest Billy just won that end.
So since I left, they were in disarray. Northern, they were 10-2 down and really starting to struggle. Thought it was going to be, we were talking about maybe they won't play the last end or two. Then all of a sudden it's a shot the difference and it's game on. So,
gee, I wouldn't have said it was that much disarray. Were you talking about them not playing the last end or two? Gee whiz.
Well, at 10-2 down, I was starting to get nervous that it was going to non-event. But all of a sudden they're back in the game. But that's the vagrancies of bowls, isn't it, Phil?
Yeah. Yeah, no, big turnaround. That's 6. Yep.
And Shane Manuel gets off the mat holding 2, so that he's got his part of the deal done. So he's off. Phil Becker, who I always rate through the roof, great bloke.
Awesome. Gets very close very often. 2
real estate agents in the same team. I did notice a stretch limo pull up this morning, Phil, and
I think there would have been one each if they're real estate agents. As Phil draws the ultimate shot around. Great shot, Phil. Yeah, they'd have one each, wouldn't they? Or
I think they shared one today.
Lamborghini or something.
Yeah, it was towards the end of the week. But
yeah.
So we've got...
Well, they probably did have to share one because they wouldn't have made much this week. They've been playing bowls all week.
That's right. The second one probably
I suppose a bit of the commission would still be filtering in.
Yep. And they probably had the second one for their wallets.
Yeah, a bit of the commission would still be filtering in.
Although Phil just... I mean, Fred just had to stump up for a wedding, so I suggest that may have emptied part of it. Right.
Pretty good bowl here. From Tim. Yeah, drawn the shot.
There's strong correlation between my commentary and him bowling well. I know this morning, when I did the first part of it, he was awesome. So we got to turn on. So welcome to Ken Jolly. You can hear us all right, Ken?
I can, Doug.
Can we hear Ken Mitch?
So he's come
Good
through.
day, hi. Ken Jolly, ex-country boy. Now a member of Manning. That's when he's here and he's not floating around Australia somewhere. Nice day for it, mate.
Oh, thanks, Phil. Yeah, lovely day. And I think that wind's been a bit kind. Whether that sea breeze comes in or not, I think it might be all over.
Yeah, they forecast a breeze, but you would know, being a Manning boy.
Yeah, that plays a bit of havoc when you get that breeze coming in. Especially this green, very exposed to the sea breeze.
So Ken, we'll get on to the Manning Memorial Bowling Club, and they've been hosting, been a busy week, as you would well know. So, and the greens earlier in the season were not as good as what they are now. So what's been the key to that? Greenkeeper and a band of helpers, and who would they be?
Yeah, well, I think the club's been pretty embarrassed over the last 7-8 years that the greens have deteriorated. Disease got into the greens, and that didn't really help matters. And then a few of the guys got together and said, hey, we've got one greenkeeper looking after 3 greens. By the time you roll, mow, water, 30 cut and core, he's running out of time.
So that band of helpers, we might as well, if we're going to acknowledge, we might as well attach some names to those hard workers.
Yeah, well, I think Greg Hogg and Mike Carey were the prime leaders, but had a very good band of guys that gave them a hand. And they got together and did a hell of a lot of work every day. And I think it's a testament to how the greens are bowling today.
Yeah, no, it is. And not just that, so you've kept everyone fed and watered. So, I mean, I do know Helen Hill, but no doubt she's had some trusty helpers in there, maybe Robin as well.
Yeah, certainly. The girls have been tireless. Like started on Thursday week ago with the Welcome Fours.
Yeah.
And then Country Week, and they had a bit of a reprieve on Tuesday, but they all went and played pennant, so they didn't get off their feet that day either.
Yeah, 9 days straight.
So massive effort. So well done, and a big massive thank you to the Manning Memorial Bowling Club. I know Steve Salomon, great bloke and tireless worker for your club as the president here, but presidents, as Phil knows all too well, usually just shake hands and kiss babies, Phil, that's how I've been told, and all the hard work's done by everyone else within the committee and on their boards, etc., etc. So congratulations to the Manning Bowling Club. I'm sure you would have played your bet as well, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Doug, and congratulations to Bowls WA, another great event, and we really appreciate having it held here, and I think the club's done it well.
So, and final question, I saw Dan journey to Fairway into Country Week this year, your little brother.
Yeah, well, I told him all I know, and I should have told him a bit more, I think, because Joel got him, but great game, and there's some lovely bowls played. The whole week I've watched a fair bit.
So I was hoping he'd be here today, and joining us on commentary as part of the AFBRI team, so who are very generous sponsors of this event and wouldn't be enabled to play our 99th without them, so they'll be here for the 100th, so we really, really look forward to that side of it. So you played in a few country weeks yourself?
Oh, I certainly did, yeah, and it was never very successful, but got through to the last week, which was always good.
So what Phil's
I can just let you know that Anthony Ryan has advanced to the final of the Country Week Singles Blue Ribbon event over on Rink 6. He's beaten Billy McGee just 21-16. And just an update on the Leesons. I don't think the last score went up on the board. If it hasn't, Joel is leading 20-15 and has a front toucher.
And Dave Goddard's rink holding 2 shots as Dave's on the mat, 1 bowl. He's got 2 of his bowls left to go, and he's got a setup which will enable him, as the left-handed plays forehand and roll his own bowl, lay that flat. I think it already counts.
Yes.
And Dave, right on cue, lays it
Played a bomb.
flat, plays a bomb, and played lots of bombs. Bread and butter for Dave.
Probably only 2 down, Fred says. So probably didn't change it. Hard to get in there, he's saying too. We'll just watch this and we'll get back to Ken in a minute. Pretty important.
So,
forehand. Can't see much clear air through there on the forehand.
No, it looks busy to me.
You'd have to smash a few up. Bit of a hope shot, maybe. Or perhaps he can see something. Yeah, go on. So we'll find out. We'll watch this. Oh, he's yelling. He's already
scum that badly.
Yep. You don't need us to say anything about that one.
So that's the Donald Trump, Dan. Ken, that's the heavy shot that just misses the head.
Yeah.
So he scun that tight, which we all tend to do. Anyway, so he leaves the door ajar for someone you wouldn't want to leave it ajar to.
Is Peter holding over the other side there?
Well, yes, Joel did have a toucher, but I think Pete's outdrawn him, yes.
Got another one coming in.
He's playing a dangerous side. Ooh, didn't need to. Perhaps he's down, Peter. Anyway, let's see what David can do here. You can all see that.
So it's a redial, if he can get either side of it.
And he's following it, so he likes it. He's going to lean over.
He's tried to tug tight.
Close. Yes, he's drawn the ultimate. Oh. Yep. 2 great bowls by David. Pretty handy 3 here, I'd suggest. Maybe 4.
3 and a look.
3 and a look. No, they didn't look very, very long. 3 it was. Still tight. Anyone's game. 14-10. Still 4 ends to go, so plenty of time.
Might be an umpire over the other side there in the Leesons.
Well, yeah, Peter's got a bowl. No, he's got the finger calipers out. They don't lie. We'll soon find out. No, he's not looking happy, Pete. He hasn't got much going for him here.
So 14-10 on 10 of a 15 end game, Phil. Far from decided.
Anyone's
still up for grabs.
Anyone's game, yep.
And as we saw, we've seen a few multiples on the journey. So
yeah, each team's got a bit of a run on, which is normal in bowls. You get a bit of momentum.
So how's that for a cracking start by the?
Very good.
By the lead.
Very good by Tim. Ted, I mean, Ted.
Ted Riley. Arrow evolves. Manos, or Shane Manuel, as I should be calling him. So he's got a strong family bowling genetics.
Just pulls up a wee bit short. Peter Leeson must have shot next door because he's picked the mat and his bowl up and is walking down. So he got the finger calipers out, and now the umpire's coming to measure. Gee.
And he's not playing his last bowl, so he's confident.
He must be confident, yeah.
I did see him calibrating his fingers.
With his fingers, yeah.
So.
I just hope he hadn't cut his fingernails this morning.
Yeah. It's not something that I'm good at, that. So a good set by the Eton lead, Ted Riley.
And what's coming up for Manning Bowling Club? Obviously, there's been talk of a huge redevelopment here.
Yeah, well, I think the development started some 8 or 10 years ago, and they said it was an 8-year project. We're 8 or 9 years down the track, and I think it's still an 8-year project.
Yeah, I think so.
They're grand plans, but I think the council's meeting again this week. It's not probably looking favourable for the big expansion, but we're hoping to get a compromise and maybe 2 synthetics undercover and modernisation of the clubhouse. That would be our compromise, and hopefully the council can see fit to do that.
So we've been following it obviously closely, as we should.
As Peter Leeson gets shot next door, so there's another end at least.
So we've been following it with a lot of interest as well, and even down to recording and watching back their meetings as a local government and following all that and seeing how it's going to go. See if we can piece it all together. As I see Ross Ditchburn just walk around behind me, so probably not as happy last night as he was watching Sydney Swans towel up Carlton. But Regional Men's Health, I'm off to Broome with him very soon, and the tie-up, of course, between Regional Men's Health. A good time to mention this, and Bowls WA, and the forums that are held and paid for and funded by, but we facilitate. So any clubs out there who want to hold a regional men's health event, there is money attached to it. So contact the office, and we'll put it all together. There he is. There's Ross there. So I'm getting condolences for someone in a red and white shirt. He's probably really appreciating that.
Cole comes down with his second bowl. It's not too far away. Oh, just cut the head.
He's had a good morning.
Yep.
So Phil Becker, we did mention. So we did see the stretch lemo pull up this morning. And this is the person I saw hop out of it, and Phil Becker. More money than a machinery dealer. I'm not sure if that's true, Ken.
Oh, poor old machinery dealers, mate. Yeah.
Just let you know, next door, Joel is leading Dad 20-16. Pete's bowled 2 bowls, and Joel has one sitting fairly close to the jack.
So,
every end.
Tim Stevens had a solid morning onto the backhand with his trusty yellow bowls. Look like they're a bit high. They're going to swoop back from there, Phil.
Yes,
started the journey.
I think the line's good. He's just got to
shaped
reach.
It beautifully.
Yeah,
a roll short, but adds to the count.
Peter Leeson has played 3 bowls and has probably played his worst end of the game.
Unusually short for Pete.
Yeah,
he's always thereabouts.
Folded it too.
So Fred Hill,
big bowl, Fred.
I
think he's tight, short. Something's wrong with it. Tight. Weight's good.
Good family pedigree with his bowling, Phil.
Yeah, apparently, gets from his brother-in-law. His brother-in-law's pretty good.
So I know his dad's exceptionally good bowler, and his grandfather too. So there's a long line of bowlers. So a bit of family tradition.
His sister's, she's the gun bowler of the family.
Yeah, he's better than both his brothers, but can't beat his sister. Anyway,
as Tim Stevens plays,
a
little touch
just slides out of the
helped.
count.
But anyway,
so instructions from Ken Wolfen, the skipper, to Fred is, stick on that hand. So trusty left hand of Fred Hill. Little bit of a wave of the hand, then he's watching it. I just can read his body language and not look at the bowl, and I can tell you the result.
Next door. Result next door is Joel's one.
No damage done.
Fred.
So probably already in the count.
IB made probably made it better for Wolfie.
Yep.
He's got something to sit on now.
Yep, better off next sitting.
I'll just let all the Northern Zone people know, who've been asking me all morning how it's going. Joel has beaten his dad, Peter, to advance to the final. So it'll be Ant Ryan and Joel Leeson in the final of the singles. Watch this space.
Watch this space. Two cracking good country bowlers. I'm one that's rated Ant Ryan through the roof for many a year. So, and then if Joel is up and coming and always about, has won a state fours, regular in your zone side, in the winning zone side. Last time he's Mannings. This is
won the Country Week fours as well.
Yep,
with his father.
Happy hunting ground for him here.
He's just playing such good bowls, isn't he? And that metre over shot has been sensational all week. You know, a lot of people have trouble with that metre over, and he's mastered it.
Now his weight control is. We see the legend himself, Joe Criddle, from the Northern Zone, talking to the Northern Zone crews behind us. A regular in your zone side for many a year, Phil.
Yes, certainly was.
Not nowadays.
He played this year. Hasn't played much, but he's played this year. Yeah,
one of the better bowls I've seen in my journey.
Awesome. Yep.
First pick in country stuff. So, feature in Characters of Country Week later, as we get towards next Country Week, which will be the 100th.
We had a few extra Characters of Country Week this year, which they didn't get on the scoreboard, but they'll be there next year. If you sort of got interviewed by us and you didn't make it, don't panic. It's on again next year.
So
Wolfie's a bit big, so he's in a little bit of trouble here.
No, so I'm not sure. We're waiting for the paddler. I think it's 3.
I think it's 3. Yes, it is 3. Yeah.
I think he's got 3 hiding there in his hand, ready to go.
Yep. David changed hands, played the other side because Fred had a bowl, might have been in his eye, and he drew it perfectly.
Started the week with 970 individual combatants in Country Week, Phil, and we're whittling down, and we'll get rid of another 8 real soon.
We're nearly down to the last 7. The last 7 are the winners. David's just good weight. He's just not going to quite sneak around.
He's made it hard for Wolfie to draw around it in that hand.
Yeah. So
sometimes
a little bit of weight. I think he's talking.
Yep. Good call, Ken.
So he does rake very well. Does Ken Wolfenden? He'll rake through there.
No, he's saying no.
He's saying no already.
No, he's played two tighties with that little bit of weight.
I think that Eastleigh breeze has got him now. It's just sprung up a bit stronger.
So still 3.
So skipped out the 7 shots again. So now it's getting a bit harder. 17-10 after 11. As the pairs haven't moved far, they're both 9-6. 9-6 on both scoreboards. One's played 18s, one's played 10. And the Beverley boys are down on both rinks, I think. But nothing in it.
So, Phil, after this one, I'll be off to Jurien Bay for the ladies' interzone round robin event that's being held in, well, as it's turned out, it's going to be sunny Jurien for me. Get to the coast and get no sea breeze. How lucky am I? Great start.
Yes.
Great start, Ted.
Very good.
I mean, Ted Riley with his blue arrows. Interestingly, I asked, he's only been playing for 9 years. When I asked him the best bowler that he's played with or against, he said Ray Moselle, who I know the name but not the man, but he's from the Eton Bowling Club, so obviously had a good look at him. No doubt he's probably done a bit of coaching with him as well. It tends to be a bit of a trend, someone who's mentored or coached or not just played with, so that's really good.
Yeah, I know, Ray. Yeah.
Actually, and then when I was talking to Colin Gibbs, he was interesting. He's a 20-year bowler, so he's been around the traps a bit. He actually mentioned Silky Wilkins, who I know really well.
No, Silky.
From
Everyone knows Silky.
Everyone knows Silky, great bowler. So good choice. But the pinnacle of his career has got close and been up there in Country Week a little bit, but not to these heady heights.
Not a bad bowl here.
Yep.
Got it. Same, but different. Yep. It's all right. He's a bit big,
but
you get a little bit of luck when you're that big and you get the jack, but that's all right.
Stuck with it.
Gave it a chance.
He changes it, so that forces 2 things. Shane Manuel now has to swap hands and change his weight. So job done if you're the lead.
So, Ken, the redevelopment could be 8 years away, but so you're hoping maybe a couple of synthetics undercover? That'd be nice.
Yeah, well, I think the compromise we're looking at could happen sooner, because I think the funds, the City of South Perth have the funds, but not to the magnitude that it was blowing out to be. But I think if we come back a bit, maybe it's going to be there.
Might be so slightly different.
Yeah, well, yeah, rather than a full redevelopment, maybe just the 2 synthetic greens undercover and a bit of renovations on the club, and probably that's all we need. The green scale looked very, very good, but maybe not necessary. But I think undercover seems to be the way we're all going.
Yeah.
Substantial cost as we've been following it, as we see Phil Becker playing second
handy.
for the Norms, very tidy, sits the shot bowl and flops in, he flops out. So probably still down, but he has got a bowl in the head. So a few questions coming through. What's the pace of this green head? What do you think it's running? 15?
It may even be maybe touch quicker, maybe 15.5.
Yeah.
It's a nice pace. You can play all the shots, and I think you get up to around that 16. It makes it a little bit harder to play all the shots. But this one they can draw a nice even draw like this shot here.
Yeah, lovely
Colin
ball.
Gibbs, he's had a cracking good morning,
Yes,
what I've seen.
Colin, awesome.
And then so we've had Russell Tyrrell send in a message, and we're talking about the Everest, which is one of the premier sporting and bowling events held in WA, and he's just going through still a few spots available, Phil. So he's just saying you could play against Nathan Black, Jack McShane, Ben Twist, Gary Kelly, Barry Lester, Matt Lucas, Dawn Heyman, Leanne Paulson or Corey Wedlock.
Awesome.
So your name in that list would be a great addition to that, would enhance it a bit further, Phil.
Yeah, no, I thought I'd pay for you.
Oh, you would. How about I'll just pocket the money and we'll go have a challenge out the back here on the synthetic.
But isn't it great to get those names over to WA? They've done a good job of that promoting that.
Well done, Russ.
I couldn't speak highly enough of Russell Tyrrell and his effort over the past years, and I know that I go to watch it last year, the massive amount of effort as we saw Phil just pulls up.
Tim Stevens, yeah, pretty handy.
But they'd be holding two.
Yeah, if you're holding a couple, one there's pretty good, Tim.
But the jack is sitting out, so from the mat, Fred Hill will be able to see that. So
won't look
if
too
you
easy.
can see it, you can draw it. So
don't think he's there, is he?
No, I think he's tugged tight. So
yeah, they have tightened up and they have played some tight bowls. These guys, the Northern boys, have just got a bit.
So I haven't asked them how many ends of bowls they've played. I could probably do some sums, but I'd just say
a lot.
So Phil, you Country Week, you sort of made turn into a country weekend rather than Country Week for you.
Oh well, it still was Wednesday to Monday.
Right.
That was without trying.
Right,
And then back today,
That'll
yesterday.
Be outside of the count there. So Fred, chance of redemption, which is the beauty of bowls. You get two of them. So this time I've got a feeling he'll reach, and I've got a feeling he'll take a bit more shape.
Yeah.
So he increases the height. It's not quite as it comes down.
Not
so
bad.
It's in the hunt as we see it coming down.
Not bad.
Just loose.
Close.
Good effort, Fred.
We just lost it with the comments there. Good try, Fred. Much better. Oh, big end here. What can Wolfie do?
They don't want to drop a 2 or 3 here, do they?
Shaking his head.
And we're sort of running out of ends. This is now playing the 12th end of a 15-end game. So time is of the essence here. So
Dave's pretty deadly with that left hand, isn't he?
yeah, no, I've
Never
had
trust
the
a
pleasure.
left-hander, mate.
Never trust left-hander. I've had the privilege of watching him quite a few times now over the last couple of years on live streams and state events, and he knows how to get to the pointy end. He knows how to bowl under pressure. He knows how to play on the big stage. So good combination, and with the selectors soon to be announced, I know that Peter Harris will be doing.
Have a look at this. It's not too bad, is it, eh?
Eh? Front toucher.
That's not too bad.
And so as we've already used pinch one off Dennis's earlier on, that was centimetre perfect again. No, he's a gun player and a big player, big time player. He certainly wouldn't be out of place on the state scene. Not that I'm a selector or have any say, but he's one that I've noted that will be somewhere around it, I'm sure. Wolfie slides tight again.
Again, that's about that's a few in the row.
Yeah.
But he's been under pressure, and that's what happens.
Yeah, that's right. It's easier to bowl
Been under
without pressure.
Yes.
So Dave, I know at home, his pregnant wife will be watching, and daughter Ayla and son Halen, who's 10 years of age, has taken up bowls, albeit at a corporate
Oh, that's scary.
level. Yeah, that's scary, isn't it?
Dave's changed hands.
It's good.
Just going for cover, I think,
Bit of
down
cover.
there.
Yeah, yeah. Ken's on the ball as we waffle on. Put it about where he wanted it, did he?
Oh, it's a foot past.
Yeah, a bit past. Yeah, well, yeah.
So now, albeit there's still a few ends to game, and they did drop a 6 on the 8th end, with a lead of 17 and 4 ends to go, and you're holding a couple, protecting it is of the essence. So that's why he's played that shot. So
Much better height here by Woofy, but he's saying he's not there, I think.
No, that's
right.
pulled up.
Yep.
That's too far back for that weight, Phil, as you'd say. So picked up another 3.
3.
So that's becoming dangerous now.
Yep. 20-10 with 3 to go. Yeah, it's possible.
Pairs are still tight over there.
It doesn't
On one of them?
change much.
The other one's got away a bit.
13-6, the Beverley boys are down.
So big decision to be made here, Phil. So Clive, they're going to break up the A team. We have to go back to Clive. So best bowls commentator in Australia. So although he's only ranked 4th in the office, which I find that somewhat a bit of a...
Yeah.
But I'll let you finish.
4th or 5th.
4th or 5th. Well, when Pete comes in, he probably is back a bit. So, and then I'll exit his seat. I mean, the Araldite is starting to stick to my legs anywhere where he grabbed it and sat on it this morning. So I'll exit and I'll leave it up to you, mate.
No problems, thanks, Doug.
And I'll leave you too, Phil.
Righto,
And,
thanks, Ken, for dropping in and giving us a bit of an update on the Manning Bowling Club. And well done. Awesome setup, really good, nice crowd here. But you've turned it on as far as the weather and the greens go.
Thanks, Phil.
Awesome, mate.
Much
and,
appreciated. And look forward to congratulating the winners.
Yes.
See ya.
Cheers. Welcome, Clive, back. We're getting down. Things have changed a bit since you left, Clive. The Eaton boys have skipped out again. As we say goodbye to Doug Kelly for the rest of the day as he goes to Jurien to catch up with the ladies in the zone round robin up there.
Yeah, does an amazing job getting around everywhere. Does
Unreal.
Doug, there's no doubt about that. I don't know that he's done an amazing job on my card here, but that's all right. It's is it 20-10 at the moment? Is
20
that
to
correct?
10, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not on the board, but it should be 20 to 10. As I mentioned, Joel Leeson plays Ant Ryan in the final of the singles. As Shane Manuel draws a couple of rippers. Nice toucher there. That's pretty handy. Something they really do need this end, Clive.
Yeah, it gives them a look, doesn't it? I mean, they've got to try and find a 3 or a 4 here to give them some sort of opportunity.
Yeah, you'd think they'd want a multiple this end.
3 threes in a row.
They need a win at least.
Yeah.
Mr. Reliable Colin Gibbs has just run under the head this time.
Yes, that's been the challenge, hasn't it? When Eaton have scored, they've scored in multiples. And that's been the difference in the match, really. I mean, obviously Northam scored in a multiple as well because they got a 6, but it's just been a little bit few and far between for them.
Yeah, but after the 6, they scored on multiple ends, and you need to keep that momentum going as long as you can because it always swings. Most games, the momentum changes a little. This feels a little bit wide and a bit strong. Let's see what this man comes up with. Colin Gibbs, Nelly. Well, I think David Goddard's got the man of the rink so far, but this bloke's not far behind him. No, they've all played well, but Cole's been very serviceable too. Always around the place. Hasn't played too many short ones, giving his skipper something to aim at. Might be a bit big this time. Yes, he's going to drop in the ditch.
All right, well, Phil with a correction to make now. More for line than anything, because if he lands on the bowls, that weight that he had would be okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
Just needs to get in the area with this and try and build a bit of a count. Looks a little on the quick side still. Has he got the jack? Just nudge.
Well, he has.
Well, could be handy later.
Well, his bowl drops in the ditch, but it's live. And if that gets hit, I'd suggest that's exactly
The
where
angle's
it's going.
good, isn't it?
Yeah. He's a bit lucky there. Flicked it on the way past, got it a bit closer to his own bowl, and it's got a lovely live bowl in the ditch. Luck's a fortune in this game sometimes.
Well, for Eton now, if they can find a way up to either land on the bowls or just pass, anywhere between the jack and the ditch is now a very handy home. That's going to do enough to be useful.
Probably not in the count, but
It's not, but it
it's around
just makes things more challenging for Northern to count.
Yeah, well, they've been cutting their line a bit, these guys, so that might make them take a bit of grass, play it a bit wider. Let's see.
And that one,
Ooh.
will that stop at the back?
Maybe.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Right
wow.
on the edge.
Tell you what, mate, you never know. They might end up going for the jack themselves, the way the setup is here. I think Tim's played better weight. Come on. He likes it.
He's urging it home.
Yes. Gets a
Little
rub, he gets shot.
slide, well.
He got a rub, didn't get shot, but got a touch of that's very, very handy.
Well, it is, but it still leaves Northern with a shot to pop that into the ditch. The angle's still good there.
Yeah.
I think they need to play that.
Oh, no, he's been short here. Haven't got much.
And it's no use just being satisfied with one.
No. Well, you would be satisfied with one as long as you have a go at making more. Lined.
10 behind with 3 to go. Bill, they need more than one.
Yeah. Tell you what.
This is
tell you
gonna-
what. Oh, I tell you, he's made 2. That's a ripper. Whee. And it's better because if they can get their own blue bowl and roll the jack back now to make another number, but everything behind.
Well, there's a double opportunity there to sit the yellow through for 4 or bowl onto jack to create potentially 4 or 5. That'll be the way they're looking at it now.
And he will have last bowl if he does.
I wonder whether David Goddard, sorry, Phil, I wonder whether David Goddard needs to switch to the other side. I think he is.
I think he will, won't he?
Anything that parks just in behind the jack or gets to the yellow bowl is a good shot.
Sit on the yellow and make shot. Play any sort of weight without being stupid, of course. He's cut the head, has he? No, he's not bad. He wants to. Tim's given it directions to rest that.
Yeah, well, that's so that the yellow bowl's not worth as many now. So it's bowl to jack. He needs to try and get it.
Yeah.
Two's not really enough. It's good, but it's not enough. It's one of those ones where you'd rather play it with your last bowl than now, but he needs to have 2 goes at this because it's not an easy shot.
Yeah. You know what? I think he'd be better off getting it with his last bowl because at the moment, if he gets it, the white pops out a little bit. David's good enough to draw the shot. Where if he just gets behind and then hits it with his last one, David's run out of ammo. So anyway, he's got to be there. He's got to be there. I reckon his weight's pretty good. He mightn't. Gee whiz. Gets the edge.
Well, we know who was playing it.
Yes, yep, definitely. Give it a go. Yeah, so I can see the situation now. They definitely need one there. Tim's got his foot right behind the jack, just inside the ditch, which is a fairly difficult shot. Fairly difficult shot. How's it looking?
Well, he needs a clear run now.
No, he's not going to get it.
Possibly
Righto,
helps.
Yep.
Here we go. This is almost almost game on the line right here if you can get it.
Big bowl. Oh, is he a bit high? No, they're calling woofy. Close here, mate. Come on. This
It's
is
very close to it. He's got it.
Yeah.
Well, how many's he made?
Jeez, what a shot.
Now, that last bowl rolling back, so the Eton bowl that got pushed
Yes.
back might have cut this back to just 3.
Yeah.
But what a fantastic shot.
Absolutely brilliant. Ooh, big measure here, Clive. Tell
Well,
you what, because
I was gonna say
if David didn't roll that red one back, It could have been.
There would have been at least 5 right
I
now.
reckon.
And he may have cut it. It might even only be 2. I don't think that's in.
Didn't see it.
2.
Oh, 2. Gee whiz.
Wow.
He doesn't roll that, so he went from 2 to 2, but
That would have been 6, I think.
yeah,
without that ball turning twice.
Yeah, gee whiz.
So 13 ends completed, 2 ends to play.
Yeah.
Northern have to find 8 shots to get us to an extra end. On the other rinks, Pemberton, Jamie Conway and Dave Stanek, they've certainly put the foot to the floor since I was last here, Phil. 13-6 now. That was 6-all after 6 ends. So 13-6 now after 10. So they're nearly getting to safety. And a 10-8 lead to Mark Simpson and John Solly over Aaron Smith and Brendan Minchin. Of course, we know our singles final is going to be Anthony Ryan versus Joel Leeson. That will be our next match, I believe. That is the plan, that the next match will be the singles final.
Good start.
That'll be a cracker, that singles final.
Yeah,
Both of them have got a full game. Both of them have got the weighted shots as well as the draw shot, Phil.
And the big one.
And a bit of experience behind them. I don't think there'll be too much nerves there. Both of them have played, high-level bowls, so high-level country bowls, you know.
Looking forward to it. Be a beauty. Yeah.
Because Joel's got a state title to his name.
Yes. Country Week 4's title as well.
Now, has Anthony Ryan won any Country Week titles?
Gee, I'm
certainly been around the place a lot.
Yeah. Someone might text
and
us.
he's been one that people have talked about a lot as being a high-level player, you know.
Nice fella.
All right, well, Ted just needs to land another one just inside his own or just pass. It's all about defence now for Eton. All about not dropping any more than just a couple. I'd be more than happy to drop a couple.
Good spot behind the jack.
No opportunities for numbers like there virtually was on that last end, you know.
Oh, that was a cracker. I suppose, he only had to hit it a bit harder and he would have made that 5 or 6, but I suppose in the scheme of things, David was lucky he ran into that short one, and I suppose if he had missed a short one, he could have drawn it.
Oh, if he'd missed the short one, he was landing in a good spot
Pretty
himself.
close, yes. Yeah. I'm not drawn it, but drawn in the right spot, I meant. Yeah, looked more than 2 on the camera, but you were right, you picked it.
Colin.
Consistent Colin.
Yeah, he's been good. Just wants us to get down now.
I think it's pretty good, mate. I think it's pretty good. No matter where it stops here. Pretty handy.
Nothing wrong with that.
With,
another ball in the head.
20 past 11. Still a nice easterly, so it's going to be warm, all right. Can't see the sea breeze. It says it's coming in, but it won't be very strong.
Been a massive week of bowls, Phil, and we've got a massive weekend of bowls coming up as well.
Oh, some
sides all jostling for spots
Premier League
spots.
Yeah,
whether it's at the top of the ladder or the bottom of the ladder is all interesting. One white for trying to get challenge spots. There's going to be plenty on tomorrow afternoon. That is for sure. It's not even who wins; it's how many points they get as well. That's going to frame everything up.
Yeah,
it's going to be very, very interesting afternoon.
Yeah. And
all your results in the Sunday Times and available on Bowls Link.
Just a lot of country people do follow the Saturday bowls. There's a bit of an interest. Definitely, a lot of people out there know what you're talking about, Clive.
Shot here from Fred.
Yeah, well done, Fred. Yep, very good. Well done, buddy. Is the call from the skip.
And then, of course, give it a couple of weeks and we'll be into Women's Country Week as well. Draw for that will be out very shortly.
Yeah.
Just finalising a couple of last-minute venues.
Yeah, couple of greens we need. I think the draw's virtually done. Just got to place them in the right spot.
Not quite going to reach with that one.
Tim, no. Is the call from Tim.
What can Northern find here? I mean, they've got shot.
Well, they need it.
But they need at least 3.
I think
minimum 3.
I think 3. Yeah. Do it again, Wolfie says to Fred. Wolfie's down. He's saying yes, and he's under that. No, I don't think it is under that. No. Yes. Not going to get 3 unless Ken draws 2 absolute zingers. Tim's got a bit of say in that yet because he's got 1 left, and here it comes. Come on, he's urging it to come on. And he's thinking, who put that thing there? No, he didn't actually touch it.
Ooh, a little back flop.
Gee whiz, yeah. It just makes another second, really. Righto, as the just next door, the Beverley boys get a bit excited as they're holding a couple of numbers. Only 2 down, and a couple of bowls to come yet, just to let you know. And the pairs next door's tightened up a bit. The Pemberton boys lead 13-10.
Ooh, that's a big number that's happened there. Okay.
10.
Of course, bear in mind here, if Eton can get the shot with these last couple of bowls, they will win the title here, Phil.
Yeah. Oh.
They're 8 in front, so
Yep.
just on the outside for Wolfie. So if Dave got a confined shot here, he can lock away the title right here.
Right now. Yep. Peter House will be happy with that. He'll be able to get to lunch early.
So 2 tight pairs games. 10-8 after 12 to Mark Simpson and John Solly, and 13-10 to the Pemberton boys, Jamie Conway and Dave Stanek, with 2 ends left to play in both matches.
I'd suggest the 10-8 could be a little bit tight on that in a minute too, because the Beverley boys are holding at least 1 with a couple of bowls to come. Dave Goddard comes down. He's got a nice little bit of weight. Nice weight. Rightio. I suggest that Wolfie might need another counter here. Oh. Next door didn't go well. Oops. It's all over. I suggest Mandra's won the pairs next door, as young Justin Smith just had the shot, and I think he trailed the jack back to the opposition.
Yeah, so we may not have had the
Update,
score might have been.
Yeah, obviously haven't had an
one
update.
more end progressed.
Yeah.
Yep. So in that case, it is going to be Mark Simpson and John Solly that have booked their place in the pairs final.
Yep, by the reaction of the boys over there, definitely. Righto. This could be game, set and match here too. David's good enough to do it, Clive, the way he's been playing.
Can he find shot, or will we play one more end?
He's only got 6 inches to draw it, but... Oh, he's complaining. No, he's wide. Righto.
Get down.
That's
so,
right.
Well, so you're saying there's a chance.
Well, there is.
1 to Northern. They need no fewer than 7 shots to get us to an extra end.
Always a chance when you need...
You get 7 or 8 in a country week final, then you'll have a story to tell, that's
I
for
reckon, yes. Yes.
So I can let viewers know that the singles final will be the next match for Stream. That will be Anthony Ryan from Walcatcham against Joel Leeson from Denison, and that'll be around about 20 minutes to 30 minutes after the completion of this match. So this match will finish after this end, so you can bargain on around about a 12 o'clock start for our singles final. That's 12 o'clock WA time. It's currently 11:26 local time.
Rightio.
7 shots required for Northam. Anything less than that, and Eton will take the title. Well, solid start from Shane. There's 1.
As Dave Goddard says, just second, a close second will do. Oh, fairly obvious statement.
It's just about bowls in the area and now just spreading bowls around.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if you can drop as many as 5 or 6, doesn't matter. That's a great start. So you almost don't want to pair your bowls up here. You just want to spread bowls around the head.
Yeah, anything just behind and you've nearly won the game. Shane's been very serviceable. Changed hands. He's played another. His last few ends have been really good.
Little nudge of the jack, perhaps.
Oh, that's
beautifully
lovely.
played.
Oh, good boy.
Takes that first bowl out of the equation a little bit.
Yes. Keeps us interested. Absolutely. He's got the leader to change because he knows he just needs something close. Anything a bit behind. Have to be behind here, Clive, if you were in Eaton's shoes.
Oh, for sure. Yep, that's discipline play.
Yep. Doesn't matter. Yep.
And now for Northam, it's just you've got to pile around this jack and hope that it doesn't get moved.
Yep. Every bowl not close to it's a waste. Phil's bowled pretty good.
He's very good.
Yes.
Well,
I'll tell you what.
There's three.
Yeah, well.
This all comes undone on the back of one bowl. If
yes.
That's the only issue when you're chasing a number like a 7.
Very hard to get a 7.
Just takes 1 or 2 good bowls from the opposition and you're suddenly no chance.
Collins just the boy to get it.
He got the journey.
Short. No, he hasn't. No.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
No, it isn't either.
That's a very good bowl.
Better than I thought, Clive.
You can get 7 inside that and play fair.
Yeah.
They're going to need a little nudge of the jack now to make 7. For Phil, it's just about getting another one in the zone. Needs it to get down from there. Not bad.
Well, hang around a little bit.
That's okay.
Yep. So the jack does have to get moved.
Well, to fit 7 in there.
Yeah.
I will say we dropped to 5 during the week at Cabramatta. We had 3 bowls. Well, they were within a foot, if not closer, and we dropped 5. It can happen. It needs to pull up a little.
Could be a bit runny. He beats this. This is good. This is good bowl.
That is almost gold.
That's almost gold. Yep. That is almost gold. Yeah, Colin played very well.
Remembering that Northam have an attempt to kill the end up their sleeve. You can kill the ends in this format. So Fred needs to run. He's done well.
Yes, he's probably in the could be in the count. What do you think?
Doesn't fall out.
There's a chance of falling out.
It's sitting on a precarious angle. 4 shots is the signal from Gary Burley at the moment.
Tim been very consistent as well. They've all played pretty well.
He's going to be more on the front of this, though, I think.
But,
no change. 4 at the moment. How many can you squeeze into a phone booth?
Yes. The problem is, I suppose, that there's only one bowl out of it, and that's Phil's back bowl.
Yep.
And unless the jack gets moved that foot.
I don't think Fred's happy with this out of the hand, though.
If he's doesn't look too bad, does it? Hey,
didn't sound like he was sure with it, but he's done it well.
Tell you what, he misses that and gets the jack.
That's 5.
He misses that and gets the jack at 6. Ooh.
Now, at some point, it goes through mind, do I just run at this if you're eating, and I've only got to get one of them out, and we're safe.
Yeah,
but you don't want to miss.
Mate, those heads are very missable when you're under pressure. Very missable.
Tim find his way in here. I don't think he's there.
Gee whiz.
Well.
No way. Wow. Holy dooly.
All you're saying is I wanted a chance. Ken Wolfenden just wanted a chance, and his team has given him one.
Yes.
Holding 5, Jamie Conway's just come up with a big shot over there in the pairs. Big high fives between Jamie Conway and David Stanek. We don't have a scoreboard update, but that's going to give them at least a 4 or 5 shot lead going into the final end of the pairs semi-final.
Well, how big's this bowl?
This is huge. Must count.
Gee whiz.
Drop this in there.
Get a 7 here, and Peter Harris has to wait a bit longer for his lunch.
In the area.
Yeah.
Needs it to stop.
Oh, yeah, probably
He's racing.
Touch on that.
We'll sit that.
Jeez.
There's still a chance. There's still a chance because he's sat.
Whiz.
They could get all 8.
They get an 8 to win the game. Right. How important's this? How many not important bowls have we had lately? Hallelujah. He's high. He's high.
Just needs to get down inside the yellow bowl.
No, I don't
if he
think
gets
he
down
can.
inside the yellow bowl.
I don't think he can, Clive.
All right, well, if Ken gets onto the bowl onto Jack, it's 8.
Same
So
bowl.
must have contact.
Same bowl, eh? Gee,
bowl up onto Jack.
He didn't mess around on the mat.
Bowl up onto Jack. He's close.
Clive.
Is he getting to it? He's close.
Yes.
How far's it gone?
Too far.
Oh, it's gone too far.
Oh,
It's gone too far. What a shot.
what a shot.
But they're shaking hands. And that will be it. I think it'll be about
what a
3.
shot.
I think
What
it'll be
a
about
shot.
3 to Northern. But what a
What a great
fantastic
shot.
performance. The Eton team of David Goddard, Tim Stevens, Colin Gibbs and Ted Riley are our 2026 AFGRI Men's Country Week Fours champions. 4 shots it is to Northern. They gave it their best shot, but it's a 2017 victory to Eton, and they take the first title of the day.
Well, 1 foot off
What a
that
finish.
Jack. Gee whiz. 1 foot off that Jack.
He almost got it too good in the end. He just rolled too far. He needed to
did.
sort of get a bit of a half and half.
Yeah, needed a bit more.
Wow, you need 8 shots on the final end to win a title, and you
give it a
have a
chance.
chance. But there you go. Well, Eton
Incredible.
over Northern, David Goddard, Tim Stevens, Colin Gibbs, and Ted Riley. Fantastic performance. They take the first title of the day, Phil Manning. Singles
Yes,
will be next. We'll just
2017.
confirm that final scoreline for you. It was 2017. That is the
awesome.
final score. So 2017 after 15 ends, and wow.
Gee, how often you get a spot where you've got to get numbers on the last end, and how often does the skipper change over and say those short ones are useless? Well, you haven't got a chance. Well, that was perfect. You couldn't have got a better team effort in that situation, and it wasn't really Ken's fault. He had to be there. It's no use dropping short. He had to be there. He had to give it a chance. He hits the bowl a bit fatter and doesn't roll the jack so far, and gee whiz. I'll tell you.
Well, it was 18-7 in the end, Phil, and there's some big scores through there, some 3s and 4s for Eton. Of course, that big 6 that gave Northern the chance when they were down 3-11. They picked up a big 6, and that tightened things up. But then Eton were able to skip away again and take the lead. There was one that, Northern tries they couldn't quite hunt it down. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
All right, that is it for our first match. That's the entree, if you like. But we've still got more to come throughout the day. The singles final will be next, around about 20 minutes from now. So I'd set yourselves for about a 12 o'clock WA time start for the singles final. Of course, that singles final will be Anthony Ryan from Walcatcham to take on Joel Leeson from Denison. There you go. The fours champions from Eton, David Goddard, Tim Stevens, Colin Gibbs and Ted Riley. We'll see you back here in around 20 minutes' time at the Manning Bowls Club. Oh, that was a finish, wasn't it?